All right, today I've got 2 more airdrops that are claimable for you and then a bunch of stuff that just came out. This is going to be a jam-packed episode. So let's hop right in, starting with the Zeus token. If you are staking Jupe and you voted with it, you can now go and claim your Zeus. The token claim is on the Solana network. I didn't get much of an allocation here with this wallet, but I claimed it and sold it immediately. Next up, if you have been active within the Aptos ecosystem, there's an airdrop from Solana. And there's a bunch of different qualifiers, including adding liquidity to the platform, using their testnet, just using general Aptos DeFi applications, and then bridging via the Layer 0 bridge. So if you have been active within the Aptos ecosystem over the past few months, most of the snapshots look like they were in February. Definitely go and check your eligibility. All right, next up, let's move to season 2 of the EtherFi or ETHFi airdrop. The news on this is that stake rank is now live. So the longer that you stake ETH, you rank up and then you get multipliers on your points boost. So if you go and check your portfolio page, you can now see what stake rank you are based on how long you've been staking with EtherFi. And season 2 is going from March 15th to June 30th, at which point they're airdropping another 5% of the total supply, which is only 1% less than the first airdrop. So now you can check your rank, and every 100 hours that you stake with EtherFi, you rank up 1 level to a maximum of level 8. So this is pretty great. And in terms of my strategy for EtherFi airdrop 2, I've already talked about this before, but I did ape a bunch into the Pendle Arbitrum pool. So you can see down here that under Pendle Arbitrum points, that's where the majority of this is coming from. And I did this after claiming the season 1 airdrop. All right, next up, we've got a new multi-airdrop qualifier that you can hit. Now on the Scroll L2, which in my opinion is one of the best layer 2s that you still have to farm. And so what this announcement is now you can actually restake natively with Kelp DAO on the Scroll L2. So you can go to the Kelp page, you can click on restake, and then you can just select the Scroll network up here. And now you can actually restake natively for wrapped RS ETH on the Scroll L2. And in exchange for doing this, you earn Eigenlayer points, you earn Kelp miles for the Kelp airdrop, and they currently have a bonus on right now of 100 extra Eigenlayer points per 1 ETH stake. And that is prorated. So if you stake like 0.2 ETH, then you would get 20 points. So that's a nice little bonus. And now you can actually play the Kelp DAO restaking narrative on the Scroll L2. And in conjunction with this, if you need to get some assets over to Scroll in order to actually restake with Kelp, Bungie Exchange just launched the Scroll network on their bridge, so you can now actually bridge to Scroll using Bungie, increase your airdrop surface area, and then as CC2 pointed out on Twitter, you can take your RS ETH that you restaked with Kelp on Scroll and bring it over to the ambient DEX, where you can actually provide liquidity on the staked ETH or liquid restaked ETH and ETH pair. So this is a great multi-airdrop qualifier. If you do all of these steps with a little bit of capital, you'll be hitting the Scroll airdrop, Eigenlayer, Kelp, also ambient finance, and then finally Bungie if you bridge via Bungie. Okay, next up, we've got a couple of announcements for the Ionic Money ION token. So we have this right here, which is a date of April 10th. And it looks like that is when the token is actually launching. Now this is referring to the actual public sale of the token. They had a raffle on, and I spoke about it previously. So if you participated in the raffle, you can go and check your wallet on this Google Doc down here. They've got a list of wallets that won the raffle, so you can copy and paste in your wallet address to see if you got an allocation or a whitelist. Unfortunately, I did not win the raffle, but that is okay because honestly, the airdrop is what I'm really farming here anyways. Next up, if you are interested in the Puff token and if you've been playing around with the staking in order to get Puff airdrops, they just launched a Galaxy campaign with a few social tasks. You have to join their new Discord, and then you can mint an oat, and you get points from Galaxy as well for doing this stuff. Now there is a quiz, and I'll throw the answers to the quiz down below in the description of the video. Next up, Orderly has launched their Road to the Order campaign, which is of course going to culminate in their token. So if you go to the campaign page right now, you can see that there's going to be several different epochs. You can see how many points or merits you've collected at the end of each epoch. And then in terms of how to actually earn these merits and then rank up through these tiers, you do it obviously mainly by trading. But they did say previously that there would be some distributions for people that completed tasks on Galaxy and Zealy and things like that. Anyways, if you want to try and farm this airdrop, basically the best strategy is to trade on platforms like LogX or WooFi Pro, but there's a few other ones down here as well. Next up, just a little hint from Monad and the Pykenians team. Stuff like this is why I actually purchased one of these NFTs, because there has been a decent amount of speculation that there will be some sort of benefits or whitelist or allow lists or something like that to people that hold the Pykenians NFTs when it comes to getting the Monad airdrop. Next up, it looks like dBridge Finance is going to be finally launching their points program. If you've ever gone to the bridge, you'll notice that there's been this little points icon here saying that it's coming soon for a while. So it looks like that will be going live soon. And now there's actually not that many bridges that don't have a points system left. I do like this. It's a great way that you can go to and from Solana quickly and cheaply. And so I'm probably going to farm this even more once they launch their points system, although I'm sure there's going to be retroactive points for people that have been using the bridge up until this point. All right, next up, we had a confirmation from Zeta Markets, which is a trading platform on Solana, that the road to the airdrop has started and the Z token is going to be coming relatively soon. So this has been speculated, and they have a point system on, which was obviously going to lead to an airdrop, but now they've actually dropped a little roadmap here. Anyways, the TLDR is that it looks like there's still time and you can still stack Z score points in order to qualify for this airdrop. This platform I actually like better than Drift for trading perps. It's very simple and easy to use. And obviously the more you trade on it, the more points you'll get for their airdrop. Next up, that meme coin on Linea. Foxy announced that the snapshot has already occurred for people that made swaps on the MetaMask wallet. So at this point, I would say there's no reason to continue swapping on the MetaMask wallet, because the future rounds of eligibility for this airdrop will be based on different criteria. And one of those criteria is going to be an allocation for people that minted those Foxy AI NFTs during the Linea campaign. So they confirmed right here that they will organize a dedicated airdrop campaign for minters. Every L2 needs their premier meme coin, and maybe Foxy will be that for Linea. We'll see. All right, next up, a little update from Mode. They've confirmed that we're now in the final stages of Airdrop 1 campaign. Of course, no one is just doing one simple airdrop anymore, because they want to keep you using the platform, using the L2, using the applications. And obviously, if they just gave you a bunch of tokens with no strings attached, you would probably just walk away. So anyways, Airdrop Campaign 1 is coming to an end. They've updated the points tallies, and now you can actually see the collective points of all of the participants in this airdrop campaign and see how you stack up against that. And then one other interesting thing I noticed in this is that they're actually giving points retroactively for people that use third-party bridges before signing up for the airdrop. So if you bridged to Mode via Orbiter or Al2 Finance before you actually initiated their airdrop program, then you'll still be getting points for that, or you already got points for that. They've resolved the issue. Okay, next up. This is pretty speculative, but I spent 1 Sol yesterday to reserve a spot for this new NFT collection on Solana from Uprock. I've spoken about Uprock at least once before on the channel. It's another one of those decentralized physical infrastructure plays. It's kind of a competitor to Grass, and it looks like they're launching an NFT collection to participate in the decentralized physical infrastructure DAO. And these NFTs are going to cost 2 Sol, and you have to put one of that up front to reserve a spot on the whitelist, which I did. And that's why I'm saying this is very speculative, because obviously we don't know for sure if this is actually going to be a good play. But when I was reading through some of the information they have here on the website, I thought it was quite interesting. So they say that you're securing a stake in the top DPIN tokens on Solana, and you'll get to vote and make decisions. And the list of logos here includes some big ones that we're already farming, like Grass and IONET, among others. And then another thing is that there's a 5% royalty on transactions that will be divided between holders of this NFT collection and the DAO treasury, which is interesting. So anyways, I put my name down for one of these and locked up 1 Sol. Very speculative, and I would say only do this if you don't mind losing the money, because honestly, you never know. I was feeling rich after getting the wormhole airdrop yesterday and decided to just take a stab in the dark at this. Next up, the Ninja Blaze airdrop has been confirmed by the team. I don't think I've spoken about this previously on the channel, but they're currently in testnet and they're giving out tokens for people that participate in it. So this is basically a gaming platform. It's built on the Injective network. You can go every 24 hours and claim tokens by clicking on this button. and then you can actually play with some of their games and experiment with them. So right now there's 3 games live, and in order to get the full functionality, you need to collect some of these SHOOD testnet tokens in order to mess around. And it looks like mainnet is launching in 4 days, so you still have a short window of opportunity to experiment with this and potentially qualify for their airdrop. Next up, Week 4 of the Plena Finance Road to the Token Genesis event is now live. So if you've been following along with this campaign, it's time to go do more stuff. All right, let's talk about ZK Sync for a second now. So we don't know if the snapshot for this has already occurred. It's possible that it has, but it's also possible that it hasn't. And personally, I'm going to continue pushing transactions until it's officially announced. And probably actually afterwards, because I enjoy using ZK Sync. It's a good L2. Anyways, they have this guild pin that you can mint, and you can verify a couple of levels of access within their Discord. And you can also verify if your wallet holds a Libertas Omnibus NFT. And so while many of you have probably already done this, if you haven't, definitely makes sense to go and do this and at least verify up to level 2 in Discord. And if you have one of these NFTs in your wallet, obviously that would be a good one to do as well. Now, if the snapshot has already occurred for this, it might not actually matter, but if it hasn't, you should definitely go and do it. And then the other thing for ZK Sync that I wanted to mention is that GRVT just launched a new way that you can get 2 raffle tickets to get these ZK Sync mystery boxes. So all you have to do is join their Discord server by going to the GRVT platform, click the link here, and then if you join the Discord server, you get 2 tickets and you can open up a couple of these mystery boxes. I haven't been super lucky with mine so far. The best one that I've gotten is an uncommon 1, but obviously the more of these that you can collect, the better. Okay, 2 more quick things. Zora launched this little NFT movie that you can mint, and if you're trying to farm the Enjoy airdrop, which I spoke about yesterday, you can do that by minting and then leaving a comment when you mint in order to participate in the Enjoy airdrop round 2. So let's go ahead and confirm this mint here. And then the final thing that I wanted to mention is that the Krypto Cove daily airdrop task checklist is now complete. There's over 40 items on here, and this currently is only for Patreon members. So if you want to get access to this and see the list of things that we are doing every single day to qualify for airdrops in 2024, then at this point, you'll have to join the Patreon, which costs $5 per month, gets you access to the Discord, early access to some of my content, and access to stuff like this checklist. So that's it for today's video. Hopefully you found this useful. As always, thanks so much for watching and have a great day.